Hello everyone. So I am your geography teacher and today we are going to start our first chapter in geography, that is how part 1. So this is part 1 and in the same class we will be studying about the part 2 also. So let's concentrate on this lesson firstly. So now the first is let's recall. So how do day and night occur on the earth? How do they occur? So it occurs through the rotation of the earth. What term is used to describe the earth's revolution around the sun? So this I have taught you. And the next is how long does the earth take to do so? So how long does the earth take to do so? So for rotation it takes 24 hours and for revolution it takes 365 days. Okay. So now in which hemisphere is our country located and why don't the sun's ray fall perpendicular at all the places of the earth? So this all we should recall. And now coming to the next topic, that is 12. Note the timings of sunrise and sunset in your area for the following by direct observation or by using calendars, newspapers or internet. So in your area you should note the timings of the sunrise or and sunset. You can note them by the direct observation or by using calendars or by newspapers or by internet. So now a specimen table has been given below. Record the entries for the month of June and find the answer for the following questions and discuss them. So here there is a table. Okay. So in this you should fill the timings of sunset and sunrise and duration of the day and night and the source of information for the month of June. So you should conduct this activity in the month of June. Okay. So among the records in the table, which is the longest day? So this you should find after doing this activity. And what difference do you notice in the duration of nights day by day? And also you can notice the difference the duration of the nights which are varying from day by day. Okay, so you can see when you perform the activity and you should guess what is the reason between this. Okay, so now let's move on to the next, that is how do you find the duration of the night? So how can you find the duration of the night? By observation we can find out and by seeing the clock. So by seeing the timing in the clock find it out, and which two dates had days and nights of the same duration. And you should also note which two dates in June had the same day and night same duration. Okay, so now with the help of the table you see how the duration of the day and night changes. So with the help of this table you how the duration of the day and night changes. And do you think such a change occurs everywhere on the earth? So children, do you think that such a change occur everywhere on the earth? And use the following format to record the duration of time from 19th to 18th of every month from September to December. So you should use this same format to record the duration of daytime from 19th to 28th every month of September, October, November, December till December you should. Okay, so now let's move on to the geographical explanation. So now you must have noticed the change in the duration of daytime from 19th to 18th 28th June. Okay, so you have been noticed the duration of daytime and nighttime from 9th to 28th June. So it takes 24 hours for the earth to rotate around itself. So children, it also takes 24 hours. Our earth our earth takes 24 hours to rotate around itself and it rotates from west to east. So how will it rotates from west to east. Okay, so Earth's rotation has enabled us to measure time in terms of days. So this Earth's rotation has enabled us to measure the time in terms. So one day consists of 24 hours. So in the same 30 days consists of 24 in 30 hours. Okay, so now during experience different stages like sunrise, midday, sunset, as well as daytime and nighttime. So children, in a single day we will experience these all stages. These stages are sunrise, midday, sunset, and as well as daytime and nighttime. We will experience this nighttime and daytime too. So now understand the changes in the locations of sunrise and sunset on the horizon. Let us carry out activity which is given in next page. So children, to understand the changes in the locations of sunrise and sunset on the horizon, let us find out it through the activity which is given in the next page. Okay, so now let's move on to the next page. So try this element of shadow. Okay, so this you should try. Okay, so how to do this? Large white paper on one side of the table. Okay, so you should place a large white paper on the one side of the table and place a torch in front of the table in such a way that it wouldn't move. Okay, so you should also place a torch in front of the table. If this is the table, okay, if this is the table and there is a white sheet, you should place torch. Okay, you should place the torch that it should not move. Okay, so now stand a rod or a candle between the white paper and the torch. So this white paper and now this is the torch. Okay, so you should stand a candle in between this. Okay, so for this you should do the figure 11.1. Okay, so this is the figure 11.1 space. Okay, this is the candle you can see here. Okay, you should sit like this. Direct the light beam of the torch in such a way that the shadow of the rod or candle falls on the paper, and mark the position of the shadow on the paper, and also you should mark the position of the shadow on that white paper. Okay, so now move the table along with the rod or candle from one side to the other slowly. Okay, and now observe the mark of the position of the shadow that falls on the paper and note the location of the shadow. So you should compare with the first position of the shadow to the second position of the shadow. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, from this activity you will realize that as the position of the table changes, the position of the shadow also changes. So this is what happens when you do this activity. So from this activity, children, you realize that as the position of this table changes from one place to another, the position of the shadow also changes. Okay, and the position of sunrise, if the position of sunrise and sunset on the horizon are observed for the whole year, you will realize that they keep on changing. Okay, so now let's try to understand reason behind this with the help of the next activity. So they have given this QR code, you can scan it and see what. So now try this. This is for teachers. This activity used to be conducted throughout the year. Okay, this activity you should conduct throughout the year and start this within 8 days after the school opens, and you should start this within the 8 days after school opens. Okay, and continue it till the end of the December, and make observations once a week at time of sunrise or sunset as per your convenience. Okay, so let's do this activity in 8th standard. Okay, or you can do it in 7th. Take a thick stick about 1.5 to 1.7 long. So you should take a thick stick which is about 1.5 to 1.0 meter long. Okay, so now, okay, keeping some distance, fix the stick. Okay, you should keeping some of the distance, you should fix the stick near the wall that receives sunlight at the time of sunrise or sunset throughout the year. And remember that the stick has to be fixed at this spot for a period about 1 year. So you should fix it carefully because it should for about 1 year. And how you should fix? You should fix that the wall which in which this stick is fixed, it receives the sunlight at the time of sunrise or sunset. Okay, and it should receive throughout the year. Okay, like this you should place it. Okay, so you can see here the stick is formed. Okay, the stick is fixed and shadow is formed. Okay, so now after the observation, mark the position of the shadow for the date. Okay, so children, after the observation you should mark the position of the shadow for the date. Okay, so if the position of the shadow changes, measure no distance between the earlier and the changed position. So you should mark the observation of the shadow. Sorry, if the shadow is formed here, if it slightly moves, you should note the observation. And during the period of this activity, observe the place of sunrise and sunset on the horizon as well. So now the next part of the lesson should be dealt with the month of September. Okay, so children, this lesson is continued in the second semester also, so we shall deal with it. Study the duration of daytime and nighttime on the basis of the observations from the table from month of September. Okay, so now what the direction of the shadow of the stick in the month of September? So now what was the shadow of the stick? Okay, so think that this is the stick, and what is the position of the shadow? You should note it in the month of September. Okay, and on which day was the duration of the day and the night same? And also you should note in which day the day and the night duration are same. So now think about it. If the position of the shadow on the wall moves towards the north, in which direction does the location of the sunrise or sunset appear to shift? So now note the second half of this lesson, chapter 8. So children, this chapter is continued. The first part and another second part is there, and that is in the form of chapter 8 and should be handled in the class around 22nd of December. This second part of the lesson should be handled between the 22nd of the December, and before that record the observations as explained above. Okay, so this is about our first lesson, how seasons occur. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. And with this we finish the chapter 1, how seasons occur, part 1. Thank you.